Hey Jamal, you got a lot of credit from the front office and the coaching staff for leading the charge, like organizing workouts and being vocal with the young guys. Just curious what kind of sparked that for you and what that experience was like for you this summer to get the together.
Just trying to win a championship. It was, when you lose, you try to find some motivation and the will to get back in there and to really start something fresh. And, the front office made some moves. We got a lot of new faces, so we need to put our best foot forward as a group and try to get the job done.
Jamal, 2021, you're injured. 22, you're rehabbing. 23 for the championship year. 24, you're banged up playing with Team Canada. Did this feel like a different opportunity for you this offseason? And was there anything you were able to change about your approach or what you accomplished?
I'm just rested, you know what I'm saying? After, Team Canada and all that, just not having, my body not having time to, get back into shape or running shape and stuff like that, that really affected me. So just being able to have time off, be able to build back up, stuff like that, tone down going into the training camp, all that's huge, so I just feel a lot better than last summer. So that's always positive. I'm sure everybody else, feels the same. We've had a longer off season than usual, so like I said, we're all ready to get going, and we're just trying to put our best foot forward to knock her down.
How do you get the team to be as connected as they were in the championship year, and what do you think your responsibility is in getting the team to feel that way, and accountable for all the things that happen?
Just don't overthink it, just play. We know we have a great group of guys. We all like to be with each other. We all like each other. We all enjoy playing the game as well with each other. So don't overthink it. Just go out there, hoop, have fun, sacrifice, and we'll be fine. I think, like I said, just don't overthink it. Just go and play basketball, go play hard, come ready to play. It's going to be competitive training camp, so we're all excited for that. Yeah.
Jamal, in the back, did you make any kind of changes to your workout routine at all? Did you change anything, diet? Did you get stronger? I'm just curious how because you had so much time and weren't obligated to do other stuff, did you add or try anything?
No. Just took a good period of time off, and then had time to work myself back into working out, which was nice. And so here we are, ready to go.
Jamal, with the duo of you and Jokic, having so many years together, what would you say is something that you can grow on heading into this season?
I think talking between each other. On the court we have such a special connection, looking at each other without passing, and just reading each other's emotions and reading each other's game at the point of where the game is at. We do such a good job without having any real conversation. So I think our next step is just leading this team and being more communicative to them together, and just talking stuff over that we like, that we see. Sometimes we do it, but it's very brief and it may be effective. I think we can be so much better just doing stuff more collectively and having more heads involved.
Jamal, way in the back. How different does the start of this season feel with David being back for the first time and not having Michael Porter Jr.? How exciting is it, this kind of fresh start this season?
Yeah, we miss those guys. Talked to Mike the other day. It's just the nature of the business, So we had a lot of new faces, just kind of different energy, I guess, and we're ready to get going. There's a lot of build up to get to this point and work to get to this point, and now we're here and we just want to make the most of it. So the start of the season is very important to us. So the training camp is going to be a lot of fun and a big test for us to see how ready we are.
Hey, over here. I know that you have some sessions with some of your teammates and some teammates since August. How important was that to get to these start of the season? How you approach the teammates? How was that, and how was the experience for training camp?
Yeah, it's good. I think everybody just coming back mentally fresh. I think it's huge. I think everybody's having their own time off to do what they want and feel how they want and think about what they need to think. I think that's huge. So, again, they see the guys, play with them in LA. There was a lot of guys there, so that was a lot of fun. Just spend time off the court and in different state and all that. So I think that's going to carry on to the regular season, to training camp. Just everybody be prepared and connective and with a common goal in mind. So, like I said, we're off to a great start, in my opinion, and we just need to continue this. We can't let little stuff derail us or whatever it may be. So, like I said, we're just locked in, ready to go.
Jamal, talking about the new guys and the new line that's happening with this basketball team right now. What are you most excited to see unfold of this basketball team, and is this by far the deepest success of the championship?
I'm just focused on November, honestly. I know you guys have to talk about all year long and stuff, but it's September 29th, right? Training camp hasn't even started yet, so that's what I'm worried about. That's what we're focused on, and we're about to see. To answer all your questions, we're about to see in the next couple of days.
Jamal, if I remember correctly, I think Cam was out there in LA with you guys playing places. I know it's a short amount of time, and just what are your first impressions in terms of how he fits into the community?
He's all around. He can do a little bit of everything. He can shoot it, he can dribble better than I thought he could. Gets to the rim, he can defend. And on top of that, he's a great guy. He's willing to learn and he loves the game. And yeah, so I'm excited to see how he fits. I think he'll fit in really fine. I think he'll be our leader scorer a lot of nights, just benefiting off the movement that we all have and the cutting. He's not going to be expecting the kind of passes that we'll throw. So I think it's going to be a great system, great role for him, and gives us a great chance to win.
Obviously, beyond just roster changes, the whole coaching staff looks pretty different for the most part. How important is it kind of to have a little bit of time around some of those assistants and just sort of establish a rapport with them in the gym, wherever it may be, just kind of having a comfortable relationship, I guess, going into the season with a new group of people rather than just in that.
Yeah, it's good. Anytime you got somebody new to work with, you want to try to set up a good impression and go over the stuff that you care about, that you want to be intentional about. So I think everybody that's come in has just kind of said their piece and kind of introduced us to what they're going to be talking about in training camp and all that. So, like I said, we're just excited. We got some new faces. We're going to have new conversations. We're going to do things a little different now. So, like I said, it's going to be fun. It should be fun, and excited to build a new relationship with these guys.
Jamal, you're going to be 29 in February. Think if I did the math right. Does that add to the urgency for you in seeing how the shuffle with the roster, the better depth, like moving on? Does that add to any urgency for you personally?
Yeah, we're trying to win. Trying to win every game that we go into. Every month that we play, every team that we play, we're trying to win. So if that's not the mindset, then I don't know. So.
Jamal, thinking back on the opening series, obviously they went on to win the title. What were some things that you think the team sort of lacked towards the end there that you're hoping to improve going into this season?
I take that with a grain of salt. We didn't have a head coach, for a while, and that, obviously just kind of changed things up a little bit, just, the tone in the locker room and how we went about things and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think we did a pretty good job. The fact that, we made it 7 games, we made it really competitive. I think we lacked a little bit of structure. We were playing very random, and it was really effective. I think going into this year, having a full year to prepare and do things David's way, I think it'll be a better year all around, instead of just a 4-game regular season stint in playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully this next couple of months gives us a chance to prepare for those playoffs visually, and we'll get to see what kind of changes we need to make.
Jamal, ESPN's top 100 players ranking had been slipping for 2 consecutive years. What's your reaction?
Have me what?
Top 100 players ranking had been slipping for 2 consecutive years. What's your reaction to that?
It was good, I guess. Solid.
You always talk about how you want to win the championship, but over the years, numbers can always see you as an all-star player. Has been going to an all-star still though at this point?
Oh, of course, always. I'm just focused on having a really great November, though. You know, that's my biggest thing, having a great November. So I think if we just start there, I think we'll get off to a great start.
Jamal, you played against Jonas Valanciunas a lot over the course of your career. Having a player like that on your bench is a huge addition. What do you see him in your working relationship on the court being as I know you played off the bench, but with the bench guys right there, what do you see that kind of relationship being with that?
I think Jonas is really underrated in a way. You know, when you play, like when he was in New Orleans and Sac, like he's just, you know, one-on-one, maybe for a little bit, but he's such a big body and he's so consistent down there and strong and gets his own rebound if he does miss. You know, I think he's going to be just a problem for the other team and the other guys that we have around whoever's in the game. I think we can get real, really tricky with the lineups and different stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, he's going to be a bull for us down there. I think he's going to be a great screen setter and dribble handoff guy. You know, somebody that's going to be very hard to go under, and if they go over, just plays into our advantage. So I think it's going to be really fun playing with him, and kind of similar to like hopefully when I get out there, kind of similar to like when Enes Kanter was playing with Dame, and just everything was at half court when they set the screens in the playoffs, and it was really tough to stop. I think we can kind of add some of that with a mixture of Yoke and Val in there, and maybe playing them together or something like that. So I think it should be cool.